Hey guys, Mike Pence here with another crazy video. I know the title was a little bit misleading because this is in fact going to be a deck review and unboxing. However, you will learn how to be Naruto shippuden when you purchase these playing cards. These are the banshee playing cards. These cards are meant to be thrown like a ninja star. So you're going to learn how to be a Naruto and be the talk of the school by buying these playing cards. Hopefully, if they're worth the time and investment, which you will find out over the course of today's video. That's right, I'm already excited. So here we have the deck. It's the Banshee playing cards. You can see how they look through the cellophane. If you guys are longtime viewers, you guys know I'm a huge fan of the cellophane. This particular cellophane is very loose. If you notice, it's not really hugging the design. Usually, the design of the card box is very taut against the cellophane. This one, if you guys notice, there's a lot of wiggle room. There's definitely a lot of wiggle room. But honestly, I don't want to spend a lot of time on the cellophane for this this video. So let's see how we could get rid of the. Let's see. This is a card throwing. So we're gonna try to throw the. See if we could get the cellophane off by using my throwing knife. You guys are not aware that they sell throwing knives at IKEA, but you guys should know as a life hack, if you're ever looking in the market for throwing knives, they have them in IKEA. Got it. Here we go. So you guys get a close-up. You guys get a close-up of the ribbon here, and see that the ribbon has almost come off entirely. So let's just finish taking this ribbon off. And we notice we get a nice little bit of ribbon here at the end that we could use later on. We're going to use that to harvest. We're going to harvest that ribbon. And we have the top. Again, guys, you guys know my favorite part of any deck is a little bit of a top we get. You could use it to store trinkets and put things in there. And then we have the finally the whole cellophane that we actually could take off from this deck. Now, this cellophane comes with a hole in it, unfortunately. So you guys aren't going to be able to store orange juice like I usually recommend, or you can store like a soda pop inside of it. You guys are going to have to store stuff that isn't going to fit through this hole. So that's the cellophane, guys. I know I'm kind of rushing through the cellophane here, but really, you know, even though I'm a huge fan of cellophane when it comes to playing cards, it's not really going to be important in this video, as are the actual cards themselves. So before anything, I know a number of you guys are not saying that I'm being not thorough enough with the actual dimensions of it. So let me just give you guys a little bit of a test here. So you notice the playing card box is not as big as a light switch. It's not as big as a light switch. You guys notice that? You guys can measure that. It's almost the same kind of length as a light switch. However, it's not even close to being the same length as Sanford Meisner on acting. Not even close. You guys can see the comparison on that? Let's get a zoom out of there. It's not even close. It's about 2. So if we measure it here, it's about 2 and the little thing there. That's how many times over this deck could be Sanford Meisner on acting. So that's kind of a little bit of a comparison there for you guys that wanted to know a little bit about the length of the actual playing cards themselves. So you know, if you guys have individual needs, these cards can attest to those individual needs. So let's take a look at the card box, guys. I'm trying to rush through this just to kind of get to the cards themselves, but I still want to be very thorough with the kind of the card box here. It's upside down. It's upside down. So here we have it says precision crafted, designed in the USA. Oh boy, I can't wait. Here it says created by Murphy's Magic. Murphy's hits it again. Flight tested. So that means these cards are flight tested. You could carry them on you by the TSA. They're not going to remove these cards from your presence, even though you guys are going to see later on that you could use these cards to end lives. You could end a life with these cards. So, you know, use at your own discretion. And we have little arrows there, obviously indicating the fact that these cards are aerodynamic. Very, very interesting. Here in the bottom, we have another upside down meme. It says flight tested, again, as if you have a hard time understanding things, right? Kind of interesting. Murphy's playing cards, made in China. So, unfortunately, guys, these cards are not made in the United States. They are made by tiny little Asian people in overseas. So you're not going to be able to get the same quality American sort of design and ingenuity on these. So, you have to keep that in mind when you do purchase these cards. And on the front here, it says Banshees, the original Banshees, cards for throwing, precision grafted, designed in the USA. That's a little bit suspect. Designed in the USA, but made in China. Oh boy, a little bit of a contradictory there. But you know what? I'll accept it. I'll accept it here. And on the back, we have Banshees, and you kind of have this little motif. There's a little bit of a motif with kind of a spin, right? Like a Naruto, like a Naruto, right? Shippuden, Naruto Shippuden, right? Uzumaki, like an Uzumaki. Oh boy. So here, let's actually get inside, guys. Let's lift the flap up here. And before we lift the flap, we have to be very thorough, because later on in the comments, I'll get a lot of comments saying, hey, Piggy, you weren't thorough enough with the actual playing cards themselves. I'm very upset at you. Unsub for being gay. And I want to make sure that I'm satisfying all my viewers. All my viewers are being satisfied here. So here we have the flap. You guys notice that the flap has a little bit more of that motif. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look over here. We're going to open these cards up, remove the little bit of a tab, and let's see. So when we remove the cards, we notice that there's a little bit of a weight to these cards. These cards weigh a little bit more, but let's not forget that we have the two little tabs on the bottom there. So you guys are getting a lot of bang for your buck. Not only are you getting all the cellophane, you're getting the two little tabs on the bottom that you guys could take off, give to grandparents or something. The holidays are soon going to be upon us, and these things are going to be in great desire. So that's the box, guys. Great job on the box, guys. And here we have the very interesting set of playing cards. You guys notice that they are designed for throwing. These cards are not the standard sort of finish that you have when associated with actual standard playing cards. They have a little bit more of a delayed finish on these. They're not premature, but they do have a little bit of a different finish to them. So if we notice, they're more plasticky. They're designed to be more durable. So when you throw the cards, when you throw them, it hits harder. So your target has more of a chance of passing away. So let's take a look at the cards themselves, guys. So we actually have some targets here, believe it or not. So we have this card right here, which I guess represents the Joker, right? That's fairly interesting. That's cool. And then we have the cards. We have the cards themselves. And here, if you could see, there's a kind of a target pattern to them, right? So we have cards that are their target. So here it has different measurements as to the actual individual cards themselves. That's fairly interesting. So that's the first one up here. And then we have the next one up here. We can see that it's pretty much the same thing. It's the same thing. It has pretty much the same overall aesthetic to it. That's interesting, right? And then the next one here. Then the next one has pretty much the same thing. Same thing. And that's the last one right there, guys. So we see that we have a very diverse set of playing cards here. That's fairly interesting. So we notice that they're pretty much designed for throwing. They're pretty much designed to end lives as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible. So they have a little holes on them. You see, those cards are to kind of accelerate them so that when they reach that Mach velocity, it goes inside of the neck whoever you throw it to. So that's fairly interesting. They cut through apparently bone marrow. And I was reading somewhere online that they could cut right through the premature skull of a child. So that's fairly interesting to do. So actually, before we look at the back of these cards, so actually what I thought I'd do with these playing cards is to give it a little bit of a field test, guys. Not only give it a field test, but also show you how you too could become a Naruto Shippuden. So we're gonna take these cards on the field, and we're gonna give them a little bit of a dry run here, a little bit of a practice run as to how they're effective in the actual field. So we're gonna cut to that right. Whoa! So here we are at this beautiful park, showing you guys how you too could be Naruto Shippuden. The first step is purchasing these amazing Banshee playing cards from your local Murphy's Magic authorized dealer. Whoa, yeah, so here we are at the park, ready to test our Naruto Shippuden skills. All you need is a Banshee playing card and a willing victim. And I can't think of a better place to find willing victims than a park. So here we have an unsuspecting bitch in a swing set. What do you gotta do? You can't deal with that. We're gonna use our Banshee playing cards to eliminate this white problem. Hiya! Black Lives Matter. That's for OJ. As you can see, these cards have done an excellent job at eliminating this white problem. That was ass cancer, bro. Hiya! Shows you not to mess with Naruto Shippuden. See, the secret is that you gotta use these cards like kunai. You gotta treat them like a kunai. You guys that have watched Naruto know what I'm talking about. You gotta hide it in your wrist. You see that? It goes inside of your sleeve like a kunai, so that when you have a little bitch over there that's unsuspecting and just chilling, you could just take the card out of your sleeve and then be prepared to fuck him up anytime. So here's how that looks like. You have the card hidden here like a kunai, and then you walk by your unsuspecting target, you know, minding your own business. You take the card out and just fucking kill him. See, if we take a look, we could see that he's absolutely fucked from that throw. He's the card's in there a couple inches, and then he's bleeding out all over the place. So that's a very effective technique there. You hide it in your sleeve and you throw him at an unsuspecting little bitch. Whoa, so the next and most important technique in all of Naruto ninjutsu is the shonen jump tree technique. In this action, what's going to happen is that you're going to find a tree, preferably oak, maybe cedar, and you're going to get the jump on the little bitch. You're going to get a higher vantage point, and you're going to attack the cunt using the Banshee playing cards. As you could see from that demonstration, our victim is completely and utterly fucked in every single way because of the ninjutsu technique with the Banshee playing cards, proving that the Banshee playing cards are the greatest cards you could get to become a Naruto Shippuden. Make sure to purchase them from your local authorized Murphy manufacturer. That's it for me, guys. I hope you learned something from this video. I'm gonna go figure out different ways to use blood to bear children.